Hello, and welcome back to my mess. You are watching Made of Pores, and we are back for another coast to coast collaboration. And I can't for the life of me remember what order I'm in this week, but it was Brita's challenge, and this week's challenge is negative space. So I have been caught up for the last several weeks. Well, actually, I was caught up for the last several weeks with some COVID, but before that and now after that a little bit, I have been caught up with learning or trying to learn or trying to experiment with blooms. So these are all pigments I've mixed up. I'm not going to go over like how I've mixed these. I'll put my like what I'm using in the description. I always do that. But how I've mixed these up, I am still learning, guys. I'm trying to find like that magic concoction for me. And I would not say that I'm there yet by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm obsessed. And negative space on a, what do I have here? I have a tiny 6x6 square tile. Negative space on something this small is kind of hard, so I actually have another one ready here. I think this I'm going to do two today. I'm going to learn from my first one and try to execute better on my second one. Or, you know, that's my plan. And I've been pretty much just experimenting with kind of classic blooms, I would say. But today I'm going to try out that what I believe is called a faux pillow bloom. I don't know. I think that's what I'm doing. I have been watching a lot more videos lately. I want to give a shout out to Winter Strom Art, Jessica. She's definitely very inspirational. I would highly recommend checking out if you don't already, which I feel like you should. You definitely should check out our YouTube channel and also on Facebook. I know she used to be on Instagram. I'm sure her account's still up, but I'm not sure if she's actively posting there right now. But definitely check her out on all of her social media. She is a really amazing artist, and there are definitely a lot of people who do blooms. This is totally dry, by the way. I'm just going to spread this out, and they have all been extremely helpful. I would say that when I think of negative space and blooms, that is, I would say watching her channel is where I feel that I am getting inspiration for how I want to do this pour. Yeah. So, shout outs given where they need to be. I have some bubbles. I feel like when I watch videos, nobody torches, and I can understand. I feel like this paint probably burns a little bit easier, but everyone wants to get just turn my torch on at a really low temp. Really low. Really low. Okay. That definitely popped bubbles. Hopefully I didn't scorch any paint. But I had that on extremely low. Okay. And I'm still learning. Still very much learning like how much paint is needed, if that makes sense. So that creates like a nice smooth palette, or nice, I don't know, it like is very thin layer of paint, which is cool. And I went with my metallic cobalt blue to my iridescent gold fine, and I'm going to go in with some Quinacridone magenta and And then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna drizzle. This is a TLP pigment in Golden Flash, I believe. Peach Flash, sorry. And then I'm going to drizzle in orange. I'm afraid of orange, but I wanted to have some kind of really bright color. Now this is olive green, light olive green. It's very light, it's very minty. This is actually an opaque color, so I'm going to use this more sparingly. And I'm going to top it off with some, this is Aphrodite by TLP. This is really beautiful, rich, like, I will say this about blooms. I feel like the paint is so much thicker than I'm used to working with. And I'm going to add a little bit more gold. This is my jam color here. This is my jam. This color is my jam. All right. Might have used a little too much base. Again, I am definitely still learning. So my faux pillow, I'm going to use this black. It's just carbon black, golden fluid carbon black. And get a solid amount on my little thing. And I'm going to pour it. I don't know if that is enough. Obviously all of my paints are going to fly off, but I'm going to add a little bit more. Come up here with it. I mixed these colors yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to use white and I'm going to drizzle some Payne's Gray on it. This is my cell activator. Okay. What's going to happen when I spin it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to keep this small. It's a very small canvas, obviously. Actually gonna go ahead and, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's spin it. Remember, I got two. I'm learning a lot from this one, and I'm gonna, you know, do it better on the next one. I think I need, well, you know, let me in here. Put some Payne's Gray. So I wanted this to be all black, and I don't think that I added enough black to the side to like accomplish that. But I'm not hating like what is happening. It's kind of like a split background. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna keep spinning it, just why not? I'm still learning. I have no idea how much I can get this to stretch out. Ooh. That actually looks really cool. Very different. I don't know about the harsh black second color. I'd kind of like to see that more in a blue, I think. I actually have some blue I might use, some dark blue. Well, it's definitely unique, eh? All right, there's definitely a negative space. Not sure how I feel about it, but that is what going wackadoo in experimentation mode means, is just sort of like, all right, I think I might have spun it out too much. It's very interesting, and I'm going to try again. Set this off to the side for now. This one's cool. It reminds me of space. The other one's cool too, though, in its own way. I'm going to leave these alone, let them dry. But I'm going to bring you in. I think they both qualify as having a lot of negative space. And I get to keep continuously experimenting. Now, very, very different. I love the colors in here. The experimentation continues. Stay tuned, I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. Okay, so here they both are. I would say they both have a lot of negative space in them. So, challenge accomplished. But yeah, which one do you like? Which one do you prefer? I prefer the blue, hands down, but the black is pretty cool with the glowing red in it. It's actually pretty cool. There's something so organic about this that I love it. I really do love it. And I know I really should work on getting those bubbles out so they don't like pop up in the finished piece, but there's something almost like twinkly about them that I appreciate. I actually appreciate for both of these. This one is my favorite. I love these colors poking through and the lacing from the cell activator. Those colors kind of glowing up underneath. I actually like how the colors with the faux pillow not completely covering everything, those colors like kind of peek out. Does it in here too. I like that actually. Okay. Definitely stay tuned for the dried results here. They will be right up. And here they are, completely dry. And I really am having fun playing with this technique. So now that they're all dry, I think that I actually spun this one out just the right amount because it dried really well. And it definitely wasn't too thick on the tile. It's really cool in there. It's really cool. This one has grown on me as it dried. Now this one I still love, but I feel that I probably should have spun it just a little bit more. I feel like it's a little thick here in the center, and we live and we learn. But I do love the style of this. It reminds me of like a gorgeous galaxy nebula thing, and I love it. So thank you for tuning in for another Coast to Coast pouring. I can talk. It's very early in the morning as I film this outro, but thank you for tuning in for another Coast to Coast pouring collab. This was Britta's challenge of negative space. Thank you to Christine, who is always before me, and be sure to go and watch Garrick, who is coming up after me, and I will put everyone's link to their channel and video in my description, so please be sure to check out these other artists. And as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed watching, and consider subscribing if you want to see more of my acrylic paint pouring videos, because that is what I do here. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You know I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.